Welcome to part 26 of the Avars campaign for Total War Attila on the Age of Charlemagne DLC. Now in the last part we had the surprise that we had suddenly got the long victory reaching Imperium level 7, which now leaves the domination victory 110 settlements, which to be honest I think with the corruption not being able to control the construction, you can see we have to get another 64 settlements. I'm not sure I want to go that far, but at the same time I don't want to just finish the campaign here. I mean, I think we've made enough of an effort. We've been building up these armies to have a war with the Franks, so we're going to have a war with the Franks, and I'm kind of setting an initial personal objective of capturing Paris. I mean, I don't know if it's the actual capital, but it's the spiritual capital, don't know, Charlemagne, as the many French people will tell you. So that's going to be my initial objective, and then we're going to see how it goes from there. Now, what I will say is that if the campaign, if it starts to bog down because we're going to be fighting with winter attrition or something like that, I will then bring the campaign to an end, because I don't particularly want, I think you guys would find it pretty boring if we're just slogging away part after part, moving armies around, fighting and not getting anywhere. The same also if it starts to become a bit of a steamroll, because again I personally don't like just steamrolling across the map. I do like to have the good battles, and I'm going to stop fiddling with the keyboard. So that's going to be the plan, so we're not going to stop the episode now. The other thing also is that I'm recording this on the day after the release of the Slavonic Culture Pack, which introduced 3 new factions to the main campaign. They look quite interesting, so I'm half thinking of having a look at those and maybe doing a campaign on that. So if you've got any opinions, that's probably the best way to say it, is that if you think it's time to wind this campaign up and do something different, make a suggestion. I mean, if you want to see a campaign with the new Slavonic factions, I don't want to start a new Age of Charlemagne campaign until the Cordoban campaign's over. The reason for that is that with the culture pack there was also a patch release, I think it's 3, that came out that's introduced quite a few changes to to Attila in general, but it includes the Age of Charlemagne. There's been some readjustments and that. I mean, I'm not going to go through all the details, but one of the interesting ones is that there's now a penalty for non-Christian factions attacking Rome. Obviously it wasn't in there, so I timed this attack down here quite advantageously. So, and there's some new event-driven streams and things that's come in. So what I would like, so I would like to, before I do another Age of Charlemagne campaign, and I intend to do all the factions in this on this one because I quite enjoy the map and the idea of it. I want to finish Cordoba because I will certainly be using a unit mod as suggested by Brother Buddha to get a bit more variety into the units, because this is one of the downsides of the campaign. And I'm not sure whether when you have patches whether all the features are picked up when you've got an existing campaign. So that's a rather long introduction, sorry about that, but I wanted to kind of get it out my chest now. So we're going to go for war with the Franks, and we're going to start, well, we're going to start by going to war with the Duchy of Burgundy. And I've been looking at the map before I started, and I think the thrust will be is that I think if we can come west, clear out this corner and come up through here, I mean we're going to be mountain fighting no matter where we go, but I think if we can secure this border, if we come this way, I'll do it on the big map, if I can push out here kind of and curve up through there and have another army pushing into Albania, we can kind of secure this western flank, and then maybe swing up this way, while at the same time just holding this flank and maybe pushing back a bit this way, so that we're going to be moving like across this way. But I think rather than push that way and leave this flank exposed, I think I'd like to come in here. Probably the Duchy of Provence will lose. Tidy up this, kind of maybe team up with the Taith of Zaragoza, who's pushing up this way, and they've already got Western Aquitaine. So maybe just closing that will shorten the border and push up that way. So that's my thinking. So to that end, we're gonna just bring this up, just double time this one. What I want, it's not much of a. I think we'll just let them find their path. Oh, obviously that was the quicker path, and it's winter at the moment, so I don't want to move these armies around too much. I think, and I want to avoid attrition because we're going to get attrition going over the mountains anyway. So we're just going to bring this army up here. I think that's about as far as we can get this way. I don't know, maybe if we can move a little bit further. And oh, can't bugger. Didn't mean to do that. I was going to fortify. So we're just going to do that. It's going to be a bit of a mess up. Now, agent wise, I'm happy with that agent there. Keeping an eye. You can see we've got an army there. Maybe I'll just move this agent a bit closer to see if we can see. I'm happy with this spy here. I think this spy I want to get down this way just to see what's operating in this area. So come down here. I'm not too worried about the Duchy of Provence. See the armies here. See what I was saying, that we've got all these armies lurking down here. That's why I want to push through with 2 armies and a navy, and just maybe send this army up as a kind of a defensive force, and we'll push 2 armies through here to capture Chur, Constance, and that will support this army up here that's defending this northern border. I'm expecting to get attacks through here, so I'm expecting to lose provinces. Now and to that end, I'm also going to, I think I can recruit here. I'm going to get another spy. I think we've got a spy master, rumours. Oh, I think that could be useful. Well, you can add a bit of corruption reduction to that area there as well. And what was that I saw there? I think we can spend a bit of cash there, and I think we need to get a temple in here because we've still got public order issues there. Got a little bit of cash to spend. What we got down here? Syracuse is still not brilliant, but there's not much we can do here at the moment. I think I'm going to sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in the throat this afternoon. I don't normally record in the afternoon. I normally work for a living in the afternoon, but things have gone a little bit awry today, so kind of not too sure about that. Maybe there, let's have a look at Attila. We've got a mine shaft here, that would give me an extra 100. What's the sanitation like? Sanitation's good, so I think we'll go for that. I think that's all we can do this turn. Got an assassin. I think harass army would be good because I think we might be using that. Got anything else? Public order. Assault unit, I'll give him that. I think we're gonna, I'm just gonna bring you back this way a bit, because if that army moves away, I think we might go up there and have a swipe at that. Not capture it, but I think I'm going to be indulging in a little bit of sacking. Yeah, so while this turn's going to... Yeah, so feel free to comment. I mean, if you think this campaign's run its course and you would like to see something else, I'm open to suggestions. As I say, I'm going to have a look at the Slavonic factions on the main campaign. I've also kind of deep down I want to do a DEI campaign for Rome too, so if you think maybe you'd like to see a DEI campaign, I'm quite happy to do that. and maybe even a Western Roman one. I mean, we'll do it because we've got attrition. That goes without saying, because we kind of cocked this up a bit. Now it's summer, so I want to. No, he's not going to get across there very much. I'm going to have to take this attrition, aren't I? Oh, one thing I did forget last time is we need to. Not that I think it's
speak if you must,
going to be much diplomatically, but I think we need to cancel those. I think for the moment I'm just going to fortify you up for the moment, and maybe see, he's still got attrition, and maybe we'll bring you up here. I'm going to take a little bit of attrition, but I'll fortify you, and that might bring them back. And where's that other army that's moving? You need to recruit, so I think we're going to bring you here. I'm not going to rush this attack, so we may not actually start the war this campaign. And we're going to recruit. I'm going to go for these horse archers. He's got a nice bit of gold chevronage on him. Actually, let's see if any of these other. Oh, I think we can upgrade you. You don't have anything, and I don't think we can. We've got a nice bit of gold chevronage on him as well. Those guys are in good nick. I think we'll upgrade you. There's these noble horse archers have actually gained an attribute. I think if you kind of come here, they've gained this attribute disciplined in the patch, which there's there. And the other thing that came out, this is what I'm going to go here, we've got some research to do. Now I think we're at a point where I want to go here. The reason is to get a level 3 champions hall, because if I come here you will see that if we get a, it's going to take the research and all that, but we're going to get some Avar noble swordsmen. I'd like to get those into the mix if possible. I think we're just going to leave this army. We'll leave this army here, I think, for the moment. So we're kind of sat up on the borders, ready to go. Actually, no, let's get you close, because you can't reach that in one go. So we'll just come up here and fortify. That means we're going to. Oh, ouch! That's going to cause a problem. I didn't realise the public order was that bad in that area. So I don't think we can do much else from the point of view of moving armies. It's a little bit messy. So Croatia, like I said, I'm going to try and focus a lot of my income and resources down south, because I've got a feeling we will have the Franks pushing through, but I think maybe we can. Is there anything here? We can build that. What have we got over here? How's the public orders just hanging in there? That's building up. Could be no growth here. Could do a bit more public order here. Don't actually have a. Oh, interesting. Don't actually have a temple here. The Tengranism's going down. I think we're going to have to knock you down and get a temple in there. It's a bit of a fail. I think I'm gonna. How's the squalor here? Squalor's okay, so I think maybe we'll get that in there, and I think we'll drop that in to improve the sanitation. We're going to go for an intern. think one more turn to get the armies in position. I think maybe we'll do a bit of trespassing. Just, I mean, we're not going to win any friends from the Franks anyway, so. And I don't want to spend too many turns, and I'm aware that probably we're getting close to winter again. So. Natural causing, someone's died at 71. Somebody else has died at 58. So, does that mean I've lost a... No, I haven't lost a governor. So obviously we've lost wives. Let's have a quick look. Haven't looked at the families for a little while. We've got some new family members coming of age here. So we're probably going to need to get these guys into the front. I think let's just push these guys forward. I think. I know we're going to take attrition, but I can't think of any other way to get across these mountains. And
Journey completed.
just push you up here. How far can you go? Get you here.
On the move, lads.
Just
How can I help?
get you spreading religion and a bit of authority. And where was this? Here. I think I'm suffering from delusions. So where was that other place then where I knocked down the... where the religion was falling? That's increasing. So was I suffering from delusions? I'm sure it was over here. My niece has got religion going. Jackio's got religion here. And that's increasing. Rome's in a little bit of a mess and needs to be improved. I think we can go with that to get up there, and I think we'll just leave. Can I get a bigger bang from doing something like this? Don't need growth, but there's nothing else here that we can build. Don't need a hall of stories anymore because we don't need any, so I think we can go with that. I'm sure I saw somewhere where the religion was falling. I think we certainly need to do some more work in this area because the public order's a bit fragile here. Right, I think we've got the armies in position, so we're going to go for one more turn, and this is where I find out that things all go completely wrong. I've got a feeling this first wave might be just auto-resolves. Let's take the Sargosa. Faction destroyed, Duchy of Provence. Personal influence, research rate, oh, give blessing on that. I think that's good. Right. You can hit Geneva. If you can hit Chur, yep. Right, so we're in position. Take a very, very deep breath. I'm going to declare war on the Duchy of...
Must, but know that Roman ears have little liking for foreign babble.
Provence, Burgundy, sorry. Because, I mean, it goes without saying the Franks are going to come in on their side, so... And actually, diplomacy-wise, let's see if we can... Might as well do the diplomacy while we're at it.
Although my ancestors and people expect talk with
No
purpose
trade
and
agreement.
honesty.
Non-aggression, nope. They're deteriorating. Oh well. So, here we go, guys. We've got an army and navy there, so you've got the single, so we'll have you up in support. We're going to come straight in on Marseille here. Obviously they're not in range, so we're just going to get you in a bit closer. And you can't. No. Why can't you?
For the tribe. Aidan, pitch it on.
Actually, let's do it another way then.
None will escape.
There are days when I think we'll let you come up here and you can support this. I think this might be our first battle, but before we do that, I'm going to come down and take Geneva. I think that's a good auto resolve. Just going to occupy.
Ready for orders.
And that kind of plugs this gap here, because for the Duchy of Burgundy they've got to come through Geneva, and what we're going to do is come down and take Chur. I think it's Chur, and we're just going to auto resolve that. So, and we're just going to occupy that settlement.
Ready for battle.
And we're going to try and get you down out of the mountains, and hopefully you're going to be able to recover. I'm going to get you forward to look at Conce, and we're just going to, we'll fix that. Going to knock you down because you're going to have no sanitation. And just fix you, knock you down there. What have we got in Geneva? I think we'll repair you, repair you. So we've got a bit of cash to spend, and let's just see what. And we're going to fight this one. I think we can do reasonably well with this army. It's going to be predominantly a navy coming in, so it's all archers as well, so I don't think that's going to be a particularly big problem. So whew. I'll be first to admit I've been looking forward to this war, but at the same time there's a degree of trepidation in it. The fact that it's going to be a tough battle. I mean, I'm not pretending it's going to be a pushover. I mean, part of me says, do we try and capture these guys, but they could do a lot of damage to my fog, so we'll just wait. Rain, fog, so we're going to start in the fog. I say part of me says, do we try and destroy the navy as it comes in, or do we just let them come into the city? But with all those archers, it could be quite a difficult process. I think what we're going to do is we're going to line these guys up, take your fire at will, put you there. I'm going to kind of put you guys here, and we have some of these guys here. I think what we're gonna, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a chance that this navy's gonna try and come ashore. So I think we're gonna let them hang back, because I don't want them to sit on the ships. So what I want to do is be able for them to kind of hang back, and then we'll kind of swoop in with my lancers. I think we'll put the lancers up here. What I want is these guys to come ashore, and then we'll try and...
Our reinforcements have arrived!
Yep, here comes the navy, but I think you won't be able to get across here quick enough. So this might be a bit of a slow battle, because I don't want...
The enemy has been spotted!
Just, whoops. I want these guys to come ashore, and then we can kind of swoop in on them.
The enemy with our greater numbers.
I think we'll get some of these. We're kind of... So we're going to start with a naval battle. I think we're just going to get in here. I mean, if they want to come ashore, we'll destroy them. And just get these. I mean, we've got marines against archers, they will take some damage, but you guys aren't firing, are you? Nope, good. Had a horrible thought then that they were firing. Right, one lot's come ashore, and I think we're kind of... I think we'll just let some of these guys actually... Let's see if we can get these... Lancers can swoop in, and while those guys are wandering around, hit these archers and then get out again as quickly as possible. Maybe we'll bring the horse archers up as well. Well, getting a little bit of lag, sorry guys. Right.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Yep, don't worry. I think when it comes to push comes to shove, I think we're gonna have the edge. I want you back, because I don't want you taking too many casualties from these archers. And those light bowmen are dead. I think we can... These guys can come in. Getting very, very choppy. I think... Let's get this... You can get this general. There's another group of archers coming ashore, so I think we can get in and hit these. They're breaking. Come on, guys. I think you can. You guys attack that archer. Come on, you can push through. They're breaking.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Who's fleeing the field of battle? I think you guys can... Sorry, this has been a bit chunky, but I think we got that one. I think you guys can get in on that. I think you guys can get in and start shooting up that lot. I think you guys are probably killing more of my... It's a bit of a dog's dinner, sorry, but I must admit, I will be the first to admit I'm not one of the world's, not one of the better naval. I think there's my Lancers again. Where are you? And I think you guys can just pull off. I think you're just wasting your ammunition. I think you guys can now just kind of gang up on these.
Run from the enemy. This is shameful.
Come on. Get in there. So we'll see this lot off first. Probably taken a lot more casualties from than we should have from taking these. You guys can just get in here, destroy them, and I think now we can start to.
The men are running, cowards!
We can reform these the battle line and turn our attention now on to the. I think you can come over here. I think you can have a go at that tower there. What's this battle? Yep, I think we've won it. I think we can now start bringing these guys ashore. And we'll just line up the... Sorry, this is going to take a little bit of time, but very good. Damage the tower. And I've missed it completely again, I think. I'll say we'll get these Marines ashore as well, just to help. Just get you in position. Come on. Another complete miss. Come on. Hopefully these ships will leave so we can get the rest of these guys on shore.
Their tower has fallen.
Right.
Good news.
I think you can start to focus on that. Actually, I think you can have a go at the tower. So we can get the towers down first, just to make the victory good. You guys can get ashore. You guys can get ashore. Got some archers, but I don't think they're going to be much good for anything. Get the two generals lined up here. You're a heavy boatman, but it's interesting the fact that they show up as swordsmen on the when they actually in the navy, but they're actually spearmen when you actually can't. Gates have been destroyed.
Gates are obliterated.
Right, let's get these towers down. I say this you're going to be
The
my
enemy's tower has been destroyed.
reserve line. I think we can get this second tower down and then get a breach in the wall. It'd be good. Oh, can't. Oh, look at that! All that impact and complete misses everywhere. No damage to the
The
wall.
settlement is on fire.
Good. I think we're going to try to see if we can get you in a bit closer. I think because oops, just there will do. Maybe get you to line up again. Just going to speed up a bit. If I can get it to click. I think we're just going to have to these guys just can't hit a barn door. Oh well, looks like we're just going to have to do it the other way. Just going to have to slow up.
One of our units can no longer fire.
Yep, we're out of them.
Destroyed the enemy tower.
Good. So let's just... what's the range of that tower? That tower's there, so I think we're just going to pull these guys up. Bring these guys in. I say, we're going to... I know it's going to be a long time, guys. Apologies, but I just want to get you guys on heavy shot. I think we can get you guys on heavy shot. You on heavy shot. And I think we can bring you guys over also on heavy shot. So I think we can now start hitting these spear units. I think if we can severely damage these spear units, I think we're maybe we're bringing you guys in a bit. Oh, you guys can stay back. Let's form the battle line and get you in even closer. Yep, you're just on the edge, so maybe we'll get you guys so we can get a flanking attack. We might as well use the strength of the Avars got, and let's get you some. Right, they're completely crumbling now. I think. Look at that! Ha!
God speak good. We are moments away from victory.
That's a turn up for the book. We actually captured a city without actually entering it. I suppose that's because their general was on the navy. So just going to occupy. I don't want to subjugate. And this guy, I've got no idea. I think what we're going to do is give him the upgrade, and because that's worth the money. I think we've got a public order issue here, so we're probably going to have a. And I think, yes. Well, let's have some fun now. So they're dead. Got a success. So they've lost their general. So I'm gonna. So there's a Frankish army there. We've now got this guy here. Got a bit of cash to spend, so this army's probably going to need some TLC. I think we'll come this way, just to give them some campaign movement range. You're a little bit beat up. I've got a feeling this army's going to come across here, so if it does, we might be, I don't know, can that army, how far can that army move? It might be able to get across to here. Maybe we can do an assassinate. Who's this? That's a critical failure, bugger. Oh well. Right, so we're just gonna got Pannonia. Nope. Actually, what's my? So we got Carthinia up here. You're a bit vulnerable. Maybe is it worth taking that up? Give it a bit more garrison. Moravia, Bohemia. You're doing okay. Maybe we need to think a bit about upgrading here. That could be the. So where's Lombardy? Let's get you up, because it means that when this, because this needs a King's Hall, so maybe we need to upgrade that for recruitment purposes, because I will definitely say that we're going to be on a war footing. Still not happy about down here, and that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We are now going to be at war, and obviously we're going to upgrade you, give you a bit of extra clout. So we've got two good armies here. This army's probably going to have maybe a bit of a rough time, is probably the polite way of saying it. We'll just give you that, because there's a good chance these guys will come in and try and take back the settlement. So as I say, this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you're going to enjoy the next combat one. As I say, final reminder, if you think I'm wasting your time, feel free to say, and if you want to see something else, as I say, the only caveat is that I will not start another Age of Charlemagne campaign until the Cordovan one's there, because I'm not sure because the next one I want to do is with a mods, and I'm not sure if I switch the mods on in mid campaign of Cordoba whether it will work. I mean, if you know that it's okay, I'd be even considered to kind of switch the mod on if it's going to work. It'd be an enhanced unit mod. So if you know that's going to work, or you feel that might be there, as I say, if you want to see a Slavic campaign instead of the Avar one now, feel free to pass a comment, make a suggestion, and anything else. And on that note, I'm going to say like and subscribe, and until the next time, enjoy your gaming.